Hello everybody, this is Cyrus here, back with another video. Today I'm filming this video in Ottawa. I'm filming in my hotel room right now. I'm in Ottawa on a little bit of a trip, so I figured I would do a little video on something while I was here. I could do this back in Toronto, but I thought I'd bring this with me to Ottawa while I was here on my, vacation to do a video on, as this is something you do find a little bit of in Ottawa. So, odds are, in some cities, maybe you have these special amphibious tour buses that give tours of the city and the harbor. Well, this is one that Matchbox made. It's one of the duk-duk tour buses. Now, they do have amphibious tour buses in Ottawa, not the duck-boat versions like this Matchbox one. However, they are somewhat similar. I mean, they do have 6 wheels, but they're just not the boat type design that you would see on like these duck boat tour buses, but still pretty interesting. Now, I'm going to be going over my opinions on this, as this is an item that I've gotten a few years back, but I figured I'd make a little video on it, so I'll give it a quick rotate on the turntable and explain what we've got going on here. So, one of the big reasons why I wanted to do a discussion on this piece is because for 2023, Matchbox came out with a ferry terminal playset. So, for that reason, the playset can obviously be used with most Matchbox cars and trucks, but when you think about it, some of the ones that would be best suited for the playset would include like cars that have like a boat on the roof, or trucks towing a boat trailer, for example. And this piece would actually be an interesting piece if you had that ferry terminal playset, but also has me hoping that they do like a bay tour playset, as we have gotten a bus station or bus stop. But what would be cool is if they had like a bay tour bus stop for this amphibious tour bus. They included that vehicle in the set, and essentially there would be like a little area you could drive around, but then there would also be a boat ramp that you could drive your amphibious tour bus down, and then have it go into the water for touring the harbor. I think that would be cool. It would be a good add-on to like the ferry terminal playset. Otherwise, continuing with this piece, so we have gotten this in only 2 decos. Hopefully they do more decos of this in the future. This I got a few years back. It's not in the best condition, as I unfortunately accidentally dropped it a couple times. You can start to see the some of the plastic's been a little scraped there in the corner. I didn't mean to drop it. It's not like I purposely dropped it. It was an accidental drop. It's a little bit scraped, but other than that, it still rolls fine. The paint isn't chipped or anything. It's just has a few minor things going on, and then the other thing is it's a little scratched with the paint job on the side, but otherwise I can easily let that slide. The condition's not too bad otherwise. You do have a molded in propeller at the back for when you're in the water, as well as what looks like a spare tire, but I can't quite tell. You also do have a logo of a star. I believe that when they did the first version of this duk-duk bay tour bus, that they did include a life ring on the side, but I'm not quite certain. I know that there was definitely something on the side. I believe it was a life ring, though. And what's also important to keep in mind is your vent is actually facing forward. Now, obviously, on most buses, you have your engine and vent system at the back. Now, for like some of the bay tour buses or splash tour buses, whatever you want to call these, this is interesting because they have ones that just look like a regular tour bus with like a amphibious hull or chassis, so to speak, for when they're on the water. However, with these type, you have your vent system and radiator system poking towards the back, and that would make sense because when you're plowing through the water, big waves are going to be coming up and hitting the front, and then that could lead to water entering in. But then with this, it's facing away from the splash waves. You also have your high up exhaust, which would make sense. And you have a molded in life ring on top of one of the 2 vents. You also do have what looks like a hose pipe that's connected to the exhaust. And then at the back, you do have a molded in ladder that is painted as well as molded into the casting, which is quite nice. You also have molded in lines along the boat hull / chassis. And on the side, it says Duk-Duk Bay Tour. So the first one of the 2 releases we got of this vehicle, it was in like a yellow color. The base portion was yellow and then the top portion was white. This one, it's orange and gray, as you can tell. Both versions were pretty good otherwise in terms of their decos, but definitely I really hope that they'll do this in a couple more decos, as this was a very cool piece to include in the Matchbox line, in my opinion, just based on what it was. I really hope they start to, I really hope that Matchbox starts to include, more amphibious vehicles in the line. Maybe even a couple amphibious vehicles in the Real Working Rigs line would even be cool. Just saying. Also, this, like most Matchbox cars, this is not going to float, so if you try to play with it in the bathtub, it's going to, sink and stuff, so thought I'd point that out. You also do have no window inserts on this thing. Obviously, that wouldn't be the case with the real thing. You would have window inserts in the front windshield, but you do have some molded in seats. It's hard to kind of tell. Let me turn the light on so you can get a better look. And you do have what looks like a molded in steering wheel, some controls as well. There, hopefully you can see that. You can see the steering wheel now. Focusing along the back portion, you got more seats in the back as well as your pillar to hold up the top portion, which obviously wouldn't be there, but with Matchbox, they usually tend to have a big old pillar going through the cab portion of the vehicle, or some of these larger vehicles at least. So that concludes my video on this Matchbox Harbor Tour Bus, duck boat, whatever you want to call it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I certainly hope that they do some more versions of this, even if this would even be good in maybe like a harbor themed match or seaport themed Matchbox 5-pack, if I'm gonna be honest. And I legit hope that they do a harbor tour bus playset for this vehicle. That would definitely be a good add-on to the ferry terminal, like I said earlier. Just my opinions. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in some more videos very soon. Have a good rest of your summer, guys. Bye.